Being yourself is one of the hardest things to do. You open up, then fear hits, and you go back to who you were. You know you have to do it if you want to keep growing, but you can't seem to overcome this fear. After I went through this cycle many times, I wanted to see why it kept happening and what was stopping me. About a month ago, I decided to leave home again, this time for a few months. After figuring out what led to my burnouts, I knew this was something I had to do.
Look at our little details. Flowering.
One benefit I hadn't fully noticed before is what a different person I become when I leave, when I actually do what I want on my own terms. Ron's having me try chicken rice for the
Chicken liver.
Chicken liver. Yeah. And then
5 rice.
oh my god, it looks incredible. I feel so much more myself. I'm inspired, energized, motivated, at peace. Nothing is stopping me from being who I choose to be. I make decisions for myself and accept the consequences. I speak my mind, testing out my theories, opinions, and ideas with others. In short, I keep growing. Homemade rice dumpling from these guys.
Alright, time to try it. What do you think?
Wow. That is so good.
Yeah, right?
So, what is this? Singaporean curry?
chicken.
Curry chicken.
Yeah, from Singapore.
Oh, looks so good. Let me just try the curry by itself.
Yeah, try the curry by itself.
Wow.
What do you think?
So good.
Is it similar?
level of spice. Is it what?
Is it similar to other curry you've tried?
I mean, like, it's definitely in the same family, but it is definitely unique.
You can taste the difference?
Yeah.
Oh, how about these?
They're not bad.
Hello.
What's the purpose of this? Yes, everything is there.
They don't seem like they're gonna like stop any sunlight. That's sick.
Yeah.
I love stuff like that.
Like a museum artifact.
Oh, that's crazy. It makes a little wave. We made it. Let's go. Let's go. For a while, I thought being myself meant having some idea of who I am, a certain identity, and sticking to that. But I could never live up to who I thought I was because I'm always changing. I'd get so caught up in who I said I was that I'd forget who I actually was. So I'd go through these times where my identity no longer suits who I've become, and I'd have to start over again. It was exhausting going through this cycle so many times, always feeling like my best self is a few steps ahead of me. But eventually I realized that if I wanted to keep growing, I had to let go of the stories I was creating about who I was. I had to move on. The problem was, the people I was surrounded by expected me to follow this story as well. My identity was solidified by my environment. So any attempt to open up was met with resistance, and I felt like I was doing something wrong. It wasn't intentional or malicious. They truly wondered why I acted differently. But to them, it was a sign that something's wrong. Eventually, it got so exhausting to face this resistance that I'd just go back to the way I was and stop expressing what I really think. It took so many attempts of opening up and closing back down to realize that I had to change my environment if I wanted to change at all. I had to leave. So that's what I did. Since I left, I came to find out that being yourself is actually just a feeling. So the question isn't whether I'm being myself, but what does it feel like to be myself? I find that when I let go and openly express myself without any fear or hesitation, the result is this feeling. When I follow it, I have nothing to be afraid of, because anything that happens is beyond my control, and all I can do is flow with it, learn from it, and move on. I'm less bothered by anything. I have nothing to hide, nothing to be ashamed of. I find peace with myself, finally comfortable in my own skin. I understand there's always more to do and learn, but I rest easy knowing that I'm doing everything I can to be the person I really want to be, holding nothing back. I find more people who align with who I am and who I want to be. Life becomes an adventure, and I have no idea where it'll bring me. But I'm able to have faith that I'll end up where I'm meant to be.
So your left hand outside, your yes. Like slowly. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Local place.
Really cool.
Alright, so you said this outside?
Yeah. Exactly. Okay.
So how do I continue to follow this feeling and keep moving towards a better version of myself? I realize that I have to go where I can allow the unfiltered version of myself to come out. I need to surround myself with people who are open to changing their minds and remain open to changing my own. This way I can focus on finding out what's right instead of being right. I need to share my ideas and opinions as clearly as I can and then listen carefully to those who disagree. There's a chance I don't have the full picture, and sitting through this discomfort will give me the perspective I was missing. Or maybe I find out that they're resisting change themselves, in which case I can just move on. And most importantly, I need to focus on what I'm doing, not who I am. My identity is defined by my actions, not what I say. And if my actions align with that feeling, then I can't help but become who I want to be. So as long as I keep doing these things, as long as I keep following that feeling, I know that I'll move towards a better version of myself, and everything will fall into place.
Yeah.
I'll film you, you filming me, filming you.
And I'll film both of you.
Yeah, perfect.
I'll film.
All right, everyone film each other. All right,
BTS.
here we go.